And welcome back to the channel, everybody. Here, Lucas from Mars, back again with another episode of this LA Show 22 custom franchise. And here today is the start of year 2 of this custom league. So excited to get year 2 underway for you guys here. And to begin this episode and begin this season, we're going to look at the standings and the statistics for these teams, the team rankings here as we continue on with the season. The Firebirds at the 5th rank, and the Honey Badgers all the way at number 2 this season. Second ranked team of first in power, 15th in contact, and their pitching is also pretty highly rated there. And you can see the other rankings. So these other teams, Expos at 19th there. And there's a look at the American League East. I really think the Honey Badgers here, who is the team that we'll be playing with to begin Season 2, made a lot of good moves in the offseason and were one of the busier teams there in acquiring players. And so it'll be interesting to see how much better of a team they are going into this season here. The American League Central, so far not really any strong teams. The Raptors, I guess, are 14th. And remember, they won this division and they were the best team in the American League record-wise last year. And I am now in, they're first in contact there, actually, which is pretty cool. And then the Vandals, they're at 13th. So the Vandals are the highest-rated team in this American League Central here at 13th, rated overall, 8th in contact. Not a lot of other great stats there for them. And then you go to the American League West, and you got the Bison at 9, you got the Jazz at 10th, they're 4th in the pitching. Vipers not rated very highly there at 22. And then the Diablos there. And then you got the Reapers, of course, the previous World Series champions. The Vipers are good at defense, it looks like, but the Diablos are 8th, 5th in pitching, and, you know, their offense looks like they got a pretty good amount of power there, 14th, just below, or just above average, but they're dead last in speed, and their defense isn't that amazing, but I think they're a good team for sure. And then the Reapers, 17th rank, so a little lower than you might expect. I mean, their offense is definitely carrying that rating right now. 6th in contact and 6th in power. So their offense is going to be pretty good. I would expect it to be good this season for them. But remember, they lost a lot of pitching in the offseason, so we'll see how that plays into their year. And then you go to the National League, and we're going to get into the National League East here. You got the Rhinos at 23rd ranked, the Cardinals at 24th ranked. They're 3rd in contact, though. And the Pilots are about the worst team in baseball in a lot of things here. The 30th ranked team overall. They're also the 30th rated in contact and power, 27th in pitching. They're good at defense and speed, but that's about it. And, you know, a lot of young players on that team and a lot of change from this season to last year for them, not only with their name change, but also with their roster as well. You have the Stars, the best team in baseball last year, 4th ranked. I mean, their offense pretty highly rated. Their pitching looks really good, though. But the Crusaders are the first-ranked team in this game. And, I mean, I think it makes some sense. They made it to the wildcard game last year. And they do have a really good, you know, they got a lot of power. And their pitching is legitimately one of the better ones in baseball with, you know, headlined by Jacob deGrom. And so good in pocket, good in contact as well. But now we move over to the Central. We got the Millers sitting at 11th ranked, 3rd in power. 7th ranked for the Arrows, maybe a little bit lower than you would expect. I mean, this team won this division last year. 4th in power, so a lot of power on this in this Central division here. And then you got the Sluggers, who are 12th ranked, and I love their offense this year. I think it's very, very good. 2nd in contact, 7th in power. They also got Jameson Taillon from free agency. I don't think their pitching is that bad. And then you got the Monarchs, who is 6th ranked. 9th in pitching, top 10 in contact as well, and 12th in power. I mean, this is going to be a pretty competitive division, I think. The Arrows, Sluggers, and Monarchs, all 3 of those teams, good enough to win this division, good enough to make the playoffs this year, I would think. And then you got the Blue Sox. They're going to be, you know, down there in the bottom this year, probably 27th ranked overall. The Spiders 29th ranked. The Sharks at 18th ranked, 20th in contact, and, you know, pretty decent in power there. 16th ranked for the Bees, who won this division last season. 3rd ranked for the Rattlers. That's way higher than I would expect them to be. I mean, their pitching is rated pretty high at 2nd there. 1st in defense, 3rd in speed. So those 3 ratings are probably boosting them up a lot. And, you know, their offense isn't well rated. I think it's going to be pretty decent this year for them. And then 20th ranked for the Gamblers. And I think the Rattlers have a good shot at winning this division this season, where they traded for Chris Sale in the offseason. But we're going to look at what New York's lineup here and their pitching staff looks like going into this year. And their pitching staff is the same, basically, pretty much unchanged from last season. Eliezer Hernandez is there as that number 4 starter now. Justin Steele at number 5. Luis Gil is a long reliever. He was a starting pitcher last year, but didn't perform very well. And that bullpen is the exact same from last season. I'm pretty sure. I don't think there's any changes there. So really none changes on the pitching. The offense is where all the change was made, and that's the goal that New York had in this offseason, because their offense was certainly an issue for them last year in the regular season and in the playoffs. And they swung the biggest trade out of anybody in the free agent market in the offseason to get Jose Ramirez, and they traded one of the top prospects in baseball and Jason Dominguez to get him. 30 years old, 95 overall, and again, there's his ratings and his numbers last year at 855 OPS. Such a big boost to this offense. Perfect number 2 hitter. You got Aaron Judge, Austin Riley, still. Jose Abreu was another off-season signing that this team got in free agency. He's coming off a 30-home run season. He actually has had 2 straight years of 30 dingers. So, I mean, he's a guy that's going to hit bombs and is a guy that has a lot of offensive ratings there, very good offensive ratings. And then you got William Contreras, who is now this team's starting catcher in place of Jorge Alfaro. And, William Contreras, a younger guy, only 25 years old, with beat potential, 74 overall. There's his hitting rating, 65 and 74 against lefties, 51 and 63 against righties. Not great fielding, but has really good arm strength, actually. So I think he's going to be he is going to have a lot of time to develop, and he will probably turn into a really good hitter and really good player for this team, especially in the future. Look at Miguel Cabrera, last year of his contract, last year in the majors. This is going to be his final season. He will not be re-signed by anybody at the end of this year. So this is his last shot at winning a World Series title, and I think this is a lot better team that he's around and surrounded by to do that this season. I think he's got a really good shot at doing that. I really think that this team, along with the Stars, this is probably the best team in the American League. Stars are the best team in the National League, maybe in baseball right now. So, it's going to be between, I think, those two teams, but, obviously in separate leagues. And then you go to the Expos, and this starting pitching staff, basically the exact same, but Josiah Gray, who didn't pitch at all last year, does have some major league experience, will be the number 5 starter, at least for the beginning of the year. Zach Wheeler, Kyle Gibson, Merrill Kelly, Michael Pineda as well. Cole Stewart there as another long reliever, along with Julian Merriweather, of course. Keiko Wendelken, Miguel Castro, and Nick Chiropiano, and Josh Dumont and Corey Knebel are the bullpen pitchers for this team, and I don't think that's changed from last year at all. And honestly, this lineup isn't much different either. You got Nicky Lopez and Bryson Stott still at the top. Lourdes Gurriel Jr., George Springer, Will Smith, Alex Kirilloff, Joey Votto is still there. This might be his last year. I know he's kind of trying to play in real life. He did get hurt, and he is hurt in real life. He's playing for the Blue Jays, and so I might give him a contract next year because he is technically not retired yet, so we'll see what happens there at the end of the year with him. And then you got Andy Pages, who, is a solid-looking rookie here. His fielding, maybe not the greatest. His arm strength is pretty good, but, got decent power versus righties there at 66, 56 power versus lefties, 56 and 50 contact ratings. I think he's going to be a solid DH there and a solid outfielder for the future for them. And then Matt McLain. We saw a little bit of him last year for this team, and he's going to start the year in the majors as well. Good defense, good contact ratings right now. So a couple of rookies here at the bottom of this team's order, and some young players are, as a whole, really a younger team in general here going into this season. So that's a look at these teams, what they are looking like going into opening day of year number 2. And I'm going to try and stay a little bit quieter right now because I am actually I'm in Colorado Springs now. I've started my internship. I just finished day 2 of my internship, and I'm staying with a family friend at the moment, and I don't want to be, screaming and yelling because, I'm downstairs and I'm behind a locked door, but if I get too loud, they're going to be able to hear me. So I'm going to be try to be a little bit quieter. But either way, there's a look at the pitching. First in ERA, first in walks allowed, 15th in homers, and 7th in the final stat there. I mean, pitching was impeccable for them last year. One of the best pitching staffs in baseball, one of the best pitching units in the game. Their offense was middle of the road to below average. It really wasn't good, and that was what dragged this team down and really prevented them from making the playoffs. They were very close to doing that last year. And here's Zack Wheeler, a 2.4 ERA last year at a 1.01 WHIP. He had an unbelievable season. He was up there for Cy Young. I don't remember if I gave it to him. I think he won the Cy Young. I think I have that in my spreadsheet as him getting that award. But either way, he had an unreal season last year, and he is, a total definite ace. And starting off this game, he gets a ground out there to first base for the first out. Well, here's Jose Ramirez, and here's his first at-bat with New York. As there's a look at those numbers again for him. 33 homers and 87 RBIs. Great year last year he's coming off of. Not a bad team in the Chicago Blue Sox. And that's a slider that swung on and missed. Good off-speed pitch by Zack Wheeler there. First at bat of the career here for Jose Ramirez in New York is a strikeout. So not a great start here, but that's going to happen. And you get a look at these kind of road uniforms. Again, New York text in front of these uniforms is what I changed going into year 2 for New York. And Montreal's jerseys are staying the exact same because they're classic. I'm not going to touch them. But either way, 2-2 pitch now to Aaron Judge. As here it comes, and he is going to swing and miss at that pitch. An inside fastball kind of gets him all tangled up and looking kind of silly there. So Zack Wheeler gets a couple of Ks to begin his night here in the top of the first inning. Now on the mound for New York is Carlos Rodón, and I still don't know if that black is actually black. It still looks a little bit blue to me. I don't know why, and I'm annoyed by that. But either way, Carlos Rodón, that's kind of behind the point of the game. But Carlos Rodón was incredible last year. He was great in the playoffs for the Honey Badgers. He is one of the top pitchers in baseball, and he is this is his free agent year. He's going to be a free agent going into next year. And, the thing about this team is obviously they're going to want to give a contract extension to Jose Ramirez. So, I don't know, Carlos Rodón might be a free agent going into the offseason. But, we have a whole year until that happens. Nicky Lopez, meanwhile, has got a base hit and a stolen base while I've been talking to begin his season. So, a couple of moves made here by Nicky Lopez, who last year didn't really hit that well, had a 687 OPS, so hoping for better things for him. And Bryson Stott, really this whole lineup as a whole really underperformed, but Bryson Stott is going to bounce this one off the wall and is going to score the runner immediately. Nicky Lopez comes on in, and 6 pitches in, Montreal has got their first run of the season. And it's a double for Bryson Stott to begin the year. Yeah, just short of the wall there in right center. So great swing by Bryson Stott against one of the best pitchers in the league. And a 71% chance to win there for the Expos in Montreal, man. Okay, off to a hot start in this season, as that's a strike to Lourdes Gurriel Jr., who was this team's best hitter probably last year. 266 average, 736 OPS, 20 homers, and 73 RBIs. And those are good numbers, but maybe not great numbers, as he's going to swing and miss at a spider way outside, man. Kind of a filthy pitch there to him from Carlos Rodón. Now it's Will Smith. Will Smith really struggled last season, and he's going to swing and miss on a four-seamer that's near his eyes. So, not a good pitch to swing at. You're not doing anything with this if you're Will Smith, who really underperformed. He only batted like I think he batted under 230 last year. And that's a guy, in real life, one of the best catchers in baseball, and he's going to have to pick it up in year 2 if this team wants to be in the playoff conversation. That was a nasty pitch there to get the strikeout to end the inning. Actually, a strikeout on the side there by Carlos Rodón in the first, but the Expos get on the board with a Bryson Stott double and the first 1-0. So here's Jose Abreu, 762 OPS, 30 dingers, and 84 RBIs for the Monarchs for him last season. And let's see what his first at-bat happens here. He swings at a 3-1 pitch, and he hits it pretty well, but it is caught out there by, I believe, Alex Kirilloff playing in right, and that is indeed Alex Kirilloff there. So, yeah, I mean, Montreal's offense really struggled and really brought this team down, underperformed. I mean, we saw bad seasons by Will Smith and, Nicky Lopez and Bryson Stott, and even George Springer wasn't very good. So, really need to see that offense pick itself up if this team, because I think this team definitely has the pitching to make it to the postseason and be a good competitive team, but the offense has got to come with it, and so you're hoping for the young guys to develop on this team, and you're hoping for guys like Andy Pages and Matt McLain and Bryson Stott. You're looking for those guys to make big impacts, and you're looking for guys like George Springer, Will Smith, some of those talented guys to step up and play to another higher level that I know they can and they have in their careers. But that's a base hit by George Springer there to start the year off. And here is now Joey Votto swinging and missing at a slider. So Rendon has got 4 Ks here in his first 4 outs. I mean, he's allowed 3 hits so far, but he's got 4 strikeouts, and way early on that pitch was Joey Votto. And again, last year of his maybe his last year of his full career. We will see. I mean, I think he'll be signed as a utility guy somewhere. But here's Andy Pages making his Major League debut here today in this opening day game. And he's going to swing foul that one back, a 4-seamer 96. The count is now 2-2. So Pages facing his first 2-strike at bat here in the majors. And it's a circle change. Swung on and missed. Man, another one for Rendon. 5 of 5 strikeouts for Carlos Rendon, and that's a fly ball, and finally somebody gets the ball in play and gets it out. I mean, they did get the ball in play a few times already, but the first out, that's not a K for Carlos Rendon there, and, works around the hit in the second. So here's Ramon Laureano, 678 OPS, 21 homers, and 65 RBIs. The guy that you want to see those numbers improve for him this year if you're New York. And he's going to slice this one down into the corner here in right field. And Ramon Laureano to second base. And he's going to walk in there with the stand-up double. Throws a little offline. Ramon Laureano starts his season with an extra base knock. Well, here's Miguel Cabrera, 244 average, a 686 OPS, 20 homers, 64 RBIs last year. Not a terrible season for a 38-year-old guy there. And he's going to take ball 4 for a walk. That's how he starts his final season in the big leagues, getting on base with a walk. He's done that so many times in his career, and here's now Christian Yelich. 0 for 1 in the game. I mean, he had a kind of return to form for his numbers last year. He had an almost, he had an over 850 OPS last season, so definitely saw those numbers climb up, and looks to continue that upward ascent this year as you get that nice split-screen look there on the camera angles, and he is going to swing and miss. 4-seamer there at the knees. Zach Wheeler's has got his 3rd K of the night. That was a brilliant fastball there. And that was Jose Ramirez. And he's going to swing at a sinker here. Struck out his first time up. And he's now down 0-2. Looking like, man, well, I got this bat for a reason here. I got to make contact with that pitch. Now a 2-2 to him. It's a line drive and a full step forward. Oh, a timing attempt not made by Kirilloff, and that's going to score 1 run. Cabrera's around 30. He's coming to the plate. The throw home is not going to be in time. That's the first hit for Jose Ramirez in a New York uniform. It's a 2 RBI triple into right field. And yeah, Alex Kirilloff trying to make a crazy play out there in the outfield. A diving attempt made to get that stop, but it does not matter. He cannot bring that ball in, and New York is up 2-1 after that swing by Ramirez. So Jose Ramirez making an immediate impact here on the Honey Badgers right now with that swing, and they get 2 runs off of 2 hits in the 3rd off of Zach Wheeler. So now we're in the 3rd inning, and here's Bryson Stott. He got that RBI double his first time up, but he strikes out on this at-bat, and Rendon's already got 6 of them. Wow, now is Lourdes Gurriel Jr., and he's going to take a 12-seamer that is low for ball 4. So there's a 2-out base runner for Will Smith. But yeah, only batted .235 last year. I mean, he didn't have an over 700 OPS, but you expect more from him. He's an 87 overall, so you want him to perform a lot better than that, as he's going to swing and drive this ball, and it's going to be fair down the line and into the corner here, and around third goes Gurriel. He's trying to score, and there's no throw from Ramirez. And we are tied at 2. Man, I wonder if that would have been, if there was a play that could have been made there at home plate, but he just decided not to throw it. Will Smith just gets that ball inside of the fair line there, down the line. Good swing by him, and that's a good sign to start off his season here. So 2-2 tie for George Springer. He takes a slider there for strike 1. As 2 on here, 2 out. Will Smith and Kirilloff on the bags. And as George Springer swings at a full count pitch, and it's a ground ball to Riley at third base. That's going to end the 3rd inning. And we're going to go to the 4th, tied up because of this swing by Will Smith. And the Expos, I mean, they're getting some good contact here off of Carlos Rendon already. They struck out 6 times, but they have gotten 4 hits and now 2 runs. So we're tied after 3. Good start here to this game. Close one between these two teams right now as Austin Riley comes up for the 2nd time. Popped up his first at-bat of the game. 1-1 to him from Zach Wheeler is a swing and a miss. Wildly swinging at that slider outside. Way early, excuse me, on that pitch there. The count's 2-2 now to him, and that's a slider that misses. Countering full. Good at-bat right now by Austin Riley. Checking its swing before this 3-2 delivery from Zach Wheeler. And it's there on the corner. Strike 3. Fastball there on the corner by Zach Wheeler. That's his 4th one of the game. Here's Jose Abreu now, and he is going to take that 4-seam fastball for strike 2 there on the outside corner. Now 2-2 to him. And it's another sinker inside, right on the corner. Man, Zach Wheeler with some paint there on those 2 deliveries. And that's his 5th K of the game. 2 down in the 4th. 0-2 to Contreras, trying it for the strikeout to the side. And there's a line drive that's speared by Lopez at 2nd for the out. All right, wow, okay, there's 2 strikeouts and no hits for the Honey Badgers in that 4th inning. Nothing happening in the bottom of the 4th. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's Ramon Laureano. And 0-2 to him here as that 4-seamer is high. Ball 1, but wait a minute. We have some bad news. Oh dear, this is not a good sign as the trainer is going out to Zach Wheeler. And they're looking at the hand of Zach Wheeler here. And this could be a significant injury. It could only be a bruise. But it could also be a fracture, broken metacarpal. It could be a serious injury. So that's some scary news a little bit there. Not a good sign. And Julian Merriweather comes out. Last year pitched 140 innings. A lot of innings for a long relief pitcher. And he had a really good season, 2.78 ERA. But that's a big sign. We're going to have to check out on the news after this game of what happened to Zach Wheeler on that pitch. Because that could have some pretty serious implications for Montreal this season if they lose their ace for any amount of time. So Kirilloff, or not Kirilloff, the pitcher there that was brought on gets the 2 outs and that he needs in that 5th inning, and I just saw his name, Julian Merriweather, gets the 2 outs he needs in that inning, and now we're in the bottom of the 5th. Carlos Rendon is pitching lights out pretty much. I mean, that's 7 strikeouts now. He's got the K pitch working at the moment. Well, here's Bryson Stott, 1 for 2. A double and a strikeout in the game for him. As that pitch misses, and Carlos Rendon has run up his pitch count quite a bit here early on in this appearance. He's already at 92 pitches. As that's a slider outside. Perfect location there by Rendon, who's got a couple of strikeouts to now begin the 5th inning. He's got 8 here tonight, as early on that pitch it looks like a little bit was stopped, but I mean just a impossible pitch to hit, and he's gotten multiple strikeouts in every inning that he's pitched in, basically, Rendon has in this game, as that's the catch. But man, 8 strikeouts 5 innings and a 1-2-3 fifth inning there for Carlos Rendon. As we go to the 6th, Julian Merryweather against Christian Yelich, who struck out once already tonight. He's going to swing through that pitch there. Count of 1-2. Merryweather called on in a little bit of a quick notice here in this game, and he is going to pitch that a beautiful circle change. I mean, fooling Yelich there. I mean, no chance as that strike 3. Here's Jose Ramirez, got that triple. His first hit as a New Yorker, out of his way already. 2-2 to him. That fastball just barely misses. Couldn't say fastball for a second there. But now the count running full on him. So what does Merryweather come with against Ramirez here on this 3-2 pitch? It's a changeup, and it's a perfect location. Right on the corner for strike 3. Wow, beautiful pitch there by Merryweather. Now he's got Judge with 2 strikes, and he's going to strike him out as well. Wow, I think that was a strike out of the side there in the 6th inning for Julian Merryweather. That was a fantastic inning for him. And we're still not at 2. Close game. Tight 1 here as we go into the bottom of the 6th. And that's going to bring out Luis Gil, who, you know, in real life is doing really amazingly well this season. Actually, one of the better pitchers in baseball this year. But in this game last season, he struggled. I mean, a 4.65 ERA speaks to that there. But, man, okay. Gives up a base hit to begin this bottom of the 6th. And I'm glad we have a good, tight game to bring you here early on in this season. On opening day, but Alex Kirilloff getting a base hit there. Here's George Springer. 1-0 pitch to him from Gil. It's a swing and a drive by Springer to deep left. That ball is gone! Wow, George Springer launching a ball 400 feet off the bat and giving the Expos the lead here in the 6th inning, 4-2. Big swing by George Springer, who looks to be a centerpiece of this team's offense, which is definitely a need for them. They need this offense to do what they need to do and score runs, get on the board, and have clutch swings like that. 400 feet. Wow, yeah, I mean, that ball was crushed. Didn't really get out by like a crazy amount or anything, but it was a no-doubter. And a lead for Montreal. That ball is caught by Riley in foul territory with George Springer. Man, first home run of the year on opening day. Expos ahead 4-2 as we go to the 7th inning. Get a few more looks at that swing by George Springer, and 6 hits, 4 runs for Montreal so far tonight. But Merryweather's still pitching here. I mean, he's been fantastic so far. Why not keep him going? Here's Austin Riley. 0-for-2 on the night. Full count pitch to him here from Merryweather, and that is an off-speed pitch that misses inside. So ball 4, man on, tying run coming to the plate in the form of Jose Abreu, looking for that first Honey Badger hit here. 2-2 pitch, and that's a slider that is just barely low. And man, I mean, Merryweather's wondering where that ball missed, but it's ball 3. Count is full again here. 41st pitch from Merryweather in this appearance. It's a 4-seam fastball for strike 3. Merryweather perfectly placing that ball on the corner and getting the strikeout, as now there's a drive and a swing, as that one is not going to be caught here. It's going to roll to the wall. That's going to score a run around third, at least coming home. Throw to the plate, not going to be nearly in time. Austin Riley scores from first base. William Contreras, that's his first New York Honey Badger hit here. It's a big one. What makes it a one-run game, an RBI double here in the 7th. And yeah, he's fired up, and the new players here for New York making some big swings in this game. Josh Stoutmont comes on out. He was excellent in 34 innings. Last year, 1.83 ERA and a 0.87 whip. Those are fantastic numbers. And he's going to force a pop out here. Shallow outfield, but ran down by Nicky Lopez for the second out. So all the two new signings for New York have made some big swings in this game, and we're already seeing the new signings make impacts. As here's Jack McNeil, 0 for 2. He's popped out twice tonight already. We haven't shown him really yet in this game. That's a fly ball. Right fielder Kirilloff is there, nearing probably in foul territory, making that catch there, and it's the third out of the inning. Yeah, he 1 foot in on the line, the other foot out of the into foul ground. Catch is made, and the 7th inning stretch time now in Montreal. We got a 1-run game. Here's Sky Alexander, 20.2 innings, 3.05 ERA, which is good, but the whip was pretty high there, 1.45. But still, overall, good year by Scott Alexander last year, and he's now coming out to pitch the bottom of the 7th. We're going to keep the game right where it is, and that's a swing and a miss and a wild swing and a miss there. Pitched way in the dirt, bouncing in to home plate. Good job by Contreras to throw the runner out at first. Here's Will Smith. 1-2! A sinker outside for strike 3. Scott Alexander gets his second K of the inning. And, there's been a lot of strikeouts in this game on both sides of both teams here in this one. And we're going to the 8th. Okay, a big hole, then a big 0 put up there in that. And I think Stalmon's going to try and get a hole here in this one, and he gets a swing and a miss out of Miguel Cabrera to open up the 8th inning. Filthy pitch, and Miguel Cabrera, nothing he could do with it at all. And actually, I don't really know why they're doing this. They're bringing out Dallas Keuchel now, who's not a setup man. 25 innings for him last year, 3.55 ERA. He wasn't terrible, but I don't really know why they're going to. There's 2 outs in this inning already. I don't know, but trying to steal a base and getting thrown out is the runner. I can't remember who that. I don't know who that is. I think that was Jose Ramirez, maybe, trying to steal second base. And they get him out at second there. Wow. So that ends the inning. Man, out on the base paths like that to end the frame is never fun. Austin Adams coming out of the bullpen. 52 innings last year. 3.29 ERA. 1.56 whip. The walks were a little bit high for him. 39 walks on the season. But still had a good year overall last season. But looking to keep the game where it's at here heading into the 9th. And he forces a foul ball from Alex Kirilloff, who was 1 for 2 in this game. One of the younger guys that Montreal has that I hope can take a step up in his game again this season. 1-2. Oh my goodness. What a filthy slider. Nothing he could do with that pitch at all, and that's strike 3. Yeah, this thing was a crazy pitch. 10-inch break. Starting, middle of the inside part of the zone, and then it just tails right into the batter's knees, and that is just filthy. Joey Votto fouling that pitch off, and he's got 8 pitches in this at bat. This is like the 11th pitch of this at bat or something ridiculous like that. But Joey Votto is going to swing and miss on a fastball, man, and he battled it for a long time, but he does not get anything out of it, and that is the end of the 8th inning. So a good hold there by the New York bullpen. Here now is Corey Knebel. 43 out of 48 save opportunities for him last year in 51 innings. A 2.82 whip, or 2.82 ERA, 1.47 whip. A little bit high there. But, overall was a really good and efficient closer for the Expos. 3-4-5, a hard part of this batting order he's going to have to face off with, and that's an out there. This 3-4-5 is legitimately dangerous. The top of the batting order as a whole is really dangerous. Now you got Yelich and Ramirez and Judge and Riley. That's a great top 4. Batting order, that's a swing and a miss. And a 4-seam fastball. Austin Riley laid on that pitch there. Out number 2. Here's Jose Abreu. He hasn't done anything so far today in his New York debut. 0 for 3 with a strikeout, at least one of them. That's a swing and a miss there. A knuckle curve that is, hittable pitch, honestly, for Abreu. But now he's down to their last strike. 1-2 pitch from Knebel here. It's a 4-seamer swung on and missed. 97 miles an hour, and Knebel pumped it by him for strike 3. And that's the ball game. The Montreal Expos win the home opener. Or not home opener, they're on the road in this game, but they win this game here on opening day. No, they're the home team, never mind. But they win on opening day here in the Metrodome, and they take their opening game of the season. They start 1-0. Clean slate for every team, and I mean 162-0 is not going to happen, but they are undefeated right now for the time being, and a good way for them to start their year. A close, tight game, and a good win for the Montreal Expos. The pitching was really good in this one, only allowing 3 runs and 4 hits total in this one. George Springer, the player of the game, pretty obvious choice there for his homer that he got in the bottom of the 6th that put Montreal on top. And you look in New York, and a lot of their new signings did a lot of the damage in this game. Jose Ramirez was 2 for 4 with a couple of RBIs, including a triple. Austin Riley and Aaron Judge didn't hit anything. Brady was 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. He didn't have a good day. But Contreras 1 for 3 with an RBI. Mariano also got a hit. And so, yeah, I mean, almost every hit came from a new signing. Everyone but one, I believe, and all the RBIs came from new signings to the team. As you look at the pitching, Carlos Rodon in only 5 innings, but 4 runs, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. Pretty efficient there. Lewis Gill, yikes, not a good way to start your year with a loss. Alexander and Adams pitched in the other innings and got a couple of strikeouts, 12 in total for New York pitching staff, who did fairly well in this one, but, I mean, not enough. And the offense for Montreal in this game, Lopez got a hit, so did Stott with a double and an RBI. You had a double from Gurriel Jr. You had a hit from Kirilloff, a hit night from George Springer with 2 RBIs, including that home run. Bottom of the order didn't get a hit at all, including Pai is still going to look for his first Major League hit next time, but you got a RBI by Smith, Stott, and 2 by George Springer tonight in this one. And, you know, can their young guys do well? That's going to be their biggest question mark of the year. And another big question mark that they have now is how bad is this injury to Wheeler, who only pitched 4 innings, was unbelievable in those 4 innings. Merriweather came in, gave up a run, but pitched 2.1 effective innings, and then the rest of the bullpen pitched a great game and did a great job getting the save. So here we go. This is big news. What happens here? Zach Wheeler sustained an injury, a fractured hand, and he's going to be out for 1 to 2 months. That is a big blow. He's not going to come back for a couple of months yet in this season, and their ace pitcher immediately getting hurt. That is unfortunate. That is not a good way to... I mean, they got the win, but that's a big loss for their pitching staff. And now, you look, who is going to replace... I mean, Kyle Gibson has got to be the ace now of this pitching staff. And he was a really good pitcher last year, don't get me wrong, but he's not... It's not the same as Wheeler, obviously. But now they're going to bring in Dallas Keuchel. He's going to be a starting pitcher for them right now. I mean, he doesn't have 80 stamina. He is a starting pitcher, really. But he's going to be a starting pitcher now. And I believe Cole Stewart was moved to a long relief role. Or a middle relief role, excuse me. But yeah, that's big news there at the injury front. And now we go to another game. This one between the Nashville Stars and the Columbus Cardinals. And you look at this pitching staff, and you got Clayton Kershaw, the new addition, got in the trade market, and then you got Noah Syndergaard, Marco Gonzalez, and Tony Santatello they got on a trade last year. And then Mackenzie Gore making a full Major League season this year. He pitched in 30 innings, I think, last year or so. And he's going to be a number 5 pitcher and full pitcher there. Tyler Duffy is a setup man now, their new setup man, and he was a big offseason signing. So, you know, overall, this is a really vastly improved pitching staff, in my opinion. You got Clayton Kershaw, who last year, 3.11 ERA and a 1.06 whip. This is a guy with a 2.54 career ERA, 1.01 career whip. A guy that is a Hall of Famer, no doubt about it. First ballot. One of the better pitchers of all time. And, you know, it's 2 more years on that contract. But, yeah, that is such a huge addition there. That makes this pitching staff so much better, and the bullpen is a lot better, I think, with the signing of that relief pitcher and that setup man as well. You got Francisco Lindor leading things off. J.D. Davis, of course. Mike Trout, Kyle Schwarber. This lineup has not changed very drastically at all. I mean, it's an amazing lineup. It's one of the best. It was the best in baseball last year. You got Michael Harris making his Major League debut in this game, or not his Major League debut. He played last year a little bit in the majors, and he was fairly decent in his Major League time last season. But he's a 71 overall prospect, and even hitting ratings in the high 50s. And so we'll see how he does in his rookie year. I'm excited about him. Of course, in real life, he's a really good player. Then you got Santiago Espinal at shortstop, Max Kepler at DH, and Manny Pena as this team's catcher. Paul DeJong at short, Victor Robles in center, Philip Clark, the backup catcher, and Kian Wong at second base. And then you go to the Columbus Cardinals here. And yeah, Corbin Carroll, who's 75 overall now, 22 years old, his second season here in the major leagues, and he looks like, he's got great stats, and hopefully he does really well this season. Yuli Gurriel has come in as a first baseman to replace Jesus Aguilar at 39 years old. I don't remember. I don't know if that's actually his exact age. I think he's like 37, 36. But that's a new signing for them. And then they signed Trey Turner back again. And they signed him to a mega deal, basically. 6 years and a max contract, $35 million every single year. He deserves it. He's one of the best players in baseball, of course. And, a guy that's so versatile, going to steal bases for you, going to get on base, has a lot of power. He's a top-flight hitter. Randy Rosarena, Helder Ramirez there, Brendan Davis, Gleyber Torres, Andy Ibanez, and Jacob Stalling. So besides those, that's not really anything different from what this team was before, but we'll see how this team does. I think, and they also got Matt Duffy. And Matt Duffy is going to be a starter. I'm going to put him in this starting lineup over Andy Ibanez. They got him in free agency. He used to play for, he is a World Series champion. He just won a title with Houston last year. And, 11 home runs, 50 RBIs, and a 2-year contract, $3.8 million. So, we'll see what he does. Honestly, I don't hate the offense here for the Columbus Cardinals. I don't know if it's going to be exceptional or anything, and it might just be kind of average. But the pitching, I think their pitching is kind of going to be a little average as well this year. But they might have a chance. I think that they are going to be maybe a team that is going to be competing there, and there might be a buyer at the trade deadline as well. But here's the Stars, and the Stars obviously made it to the World Series. They didn't win it last year, but they were first every single batting category, batting average, home runs, RBIs, hits. ERA, they were top 10. Walks allowed first, and home runs allowed first as well. Second in saves. Their pitching, it was a weaker spot for their team last year for sure, but it actually wasn't as bad as I'm making it out to be. It really wasn't as terribly bad as I thought it was. It wasn't great in the postseason, don't get me wrong. But, yeah, this is a big boost. Here's Clayton Kershaw. You saw his numbers already. And Corbin Carroll, 272 average, 647 OPS. He had limited action last year. That's a swing and a miss. He's not going to be a rookie this year. He has too many at-bats to be considered a rookie anymore. But, played a little bit last year. Didn't have an amazing time in the majors, but I think that he is more than capable of stepping it up. We know what he's capable of in real life. So that's a first strikeout for Clayton Kershaw in a Nashville Stars uniform there. As here's Trey Turner, 296 average, 725 homers, and 79 RBIs last year. Obviously, that's an incredible season. Back for the long haul in Ohio here, or in Columbus, same thing. Yeah, he plays in Ohio. These teams' acronyms should not be OH. They're the Columbus Cardinals, not the Ohio Cardinals. I gotta change that going into next year. But anyway, Trey Turner, there's a reason that you sign him, and he's making that reason perfectly clear right now. He gets a base hit, gets on, and then steals a base, and he's already in scoring position for Randy Arozarena. Ground ball to third. J.D. Davis has that play made for the outs. And so, Clayton Kershaw there, he hit around in his first Nashville inning of work, but no runs bottom of the first inning we go. No score. Well, here's the ace for the Columbus Cardinals, and it's Alek Manoah. 3.5 ERA in 200 innings last year, with 1.22 whip, 184 strikeouts. You know, at 32 starts, 9-13 record. It wasn't awful, for sure. I think I want to see his numbers get better, though. 793 OPS for Francisco Lindor last year. He was very good last season, and he was impeccable. He was excellent as his team's leadoff hitter in the postseason. And he gets a filthy delivery there by Alek Manoah and a strikeout to begin the day for Alek Manoah here in this first inning. Here's J.D. Davis, and J.D. Davis is going to swing and miss at a high fastball. J.D. Davis had over 30 dingers last year. Really, really good season for him offensively. But just like Lindor, going to start the season with a strikeout late on that fastball. Well, here's Mike Trout, and I mean, the best player in baseball. Last year, he won the MVP award. 318 average, 1.036 OPS, 41 homers, and 113 RBIs. A 94 career WAR. I mean, just unbelievable stats there by Trout, but he's going to swing and miss at a slider there, way outside. And actually, Alek Manoah strikes out the side here in the first inning, and actually, I mean, all three of those swings looked pretty filthy there and looked pretty bad. I mean, fooling these Stars hitters right out of the gate. And yeah, I mean, it might take some time to get some rust off from you if you're playing it for the season the first time. Here's Harold Ramirez, 707 OPS, 26 homers, and 90 RBIs last year. That was actually the leader of this team. Led the team with 90 ribbies last season. He's going to strike out there. A good pitch by Kershaw. So here's Brendan Davis. Jonathan Davis, I mean, he's going to swing and miss at that pitch. 269 average, 716 OPS, 2 homers and 36 RBIs. Not any power, and, not a lot of ribbies there, but he's going to get on base. I mean, he's got really good contact numbers. He's got good discipline, and he gets hit by a pitch there. Gleyber Torres is up, and he's going to bounce that ball fair. And down for a single. Jonathan Davis is up to third base there on that hit. So that's the first hit of the season for. No, actually, never mind. There was a hit by Trey Turner in the last inning. But now a man on the corners and a scoring chance for Matt Duffy immediately here in his first at bat in Columbus, Ohio. So 729 OPS. You saw those numbers for him. Now 2-2, that's a ground ball. They get one out there. The throw to first, it pulls. Oh man, it pulls Goldschmidt off the bag, and a run is going to score. So that will be an error. I mean, that will be an RBI, and it will not be an error. It will be an RBI for Matt Duffy, and it's going to go in the books as a fielder's choice. So I don't think that's going to be an error charged to Francisco Lindor, even though he definitely could have made that throw. The throw to him was low. So he kind of rushed it seemed there. But now 1-0 Columbus. And here's Jacob Stallings. Remember, he got hurt about a month into the season last year, so didn't have the greatest of seasons and didn't have a lot of great stats to show for it. But that was a perfect pitch by Kershaw there at the knees and on the inside corner for strike 3. So middle of the second inning, 1-0. Columbus gets on the board first here tonight. Here's Paul Goldschmidt, and we're in the second inning, and that's another strikeout, the fourth one by Manoah. That was a perfect pitch to Goldschmidt right at the knees. I mean, paint down there to Goldschmidt. So 2 outs here in the inning, and here's Michael Harris, who, again, his rookie season, technically, and, last year, 268 average, 834 OPS, 2 home runs, and 8 RBIs. So pretty good numbers, honestly, in a smaller sample size. He was called up at the September call-up period last year. And that's a pitch that misses. It's a 3-0 count now to Michael Harris. So we'll see what he does on this 3-0 if he's got the green lights. And he did. And maybe, I don't think he did. That was a ball that missed again, but that probably was actually, that was probably a strike, actually. But either way, Michael Harris is on base. Swing and a miss, and Michael Harris gets in there for a steal. Don't know how many of those he had in his limited time in the majors last season, but I don't think that's his first career still. I think he had at least 1 or 2 of those. As Espinal is up with the man in scoring position, and he's going to swing and miss at a fastball there by Manoah, who has got 5 Ks here through 2 innings, and has allowed 2 hits for Columbus, but into the second inning, and it's still 1-0. That was a hold there in that inning. Doesn't allow Harris to score. So we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning already here, and here's Max Kepler. 237 average, 10 home runs, and 28 RBIs. I mean, he was kind of a utility guy. Came off the bench most of the time for Nashville. That ball is crushed down the line, and it's foul. Wow, 6.3 feet outside of the pole. That one was nearly a tie, nearly tied the game up. And he's going to pop it up now. Man, in the outfield here, shallow outfield, the second baseman, Trey Turner, has got it to get the first out of the 3rd inning. Max Kepler had a really good postseason run, though. But here's Manny Pena. 2-2 to him. That's a 4-seamer. Swung on and missed. And, man, another strikeout on that high fastball. That's the 3rd one that Manoah's gotten today. And that fastball isn't, like, extremely fast. I mean, it's, only 93, 94. But it's still blowing by these hitters. 23rd pitch of the inning by Manoah right now. And that's another strikeout! Wow! 7 of them through 3 innings. Another strikeout of the side. Second inning has done that in this game. I believe that was a strikeout of the side in that inning. But maybe no, it wasn't, because there was a pop-up. Max Kepler popped the ball up, that's right. But either way, that was a fantastic inning there. And a 1-2-3 inning by Kershaw in the top of the 4th. Both of these pitchers settling in, it looks like. And we have a low-scoring game so far today. Still 1-0. Only 1 hit in this game. I mean, still, Nashville's looking for their first one of the game tonight.
The 3rd baseman.
So Jamie Davis is at the plate here. 0 for 1 on the day, and he's going to... There's a ball 4, and that's the second walk that Alek Manoah has allowed in this one. As a man on for Mike Trout. 0 for 1 in the game, 318 average. I mean, I've already looked at those numbers last year for him. But a 2-0, a 2-1 pitch to Trout is swung on and crushed. Mike Trout to left field and gone. He's going to get his offense going right away in his second at-bat of the season. It's his first home run of 2023. Man, I mean, just such an incredible hitter, and wasting no time to send one into the seats. Nashville's ahead, 2-1 in the 3rd. No, we're in the 5th inning now, actually. But 2-1, Nashville on top. 385 on the distance. A no-doubter from Mike Trout. That was crushed. Wow, so 74% chance to win for Nashville now. We're in the 4th inning. I didn't even get either. I guess the 2 innings in between the 4th inning, actually. But now is Kyle Schwarber at the plate. And, man, Mike Trout, that guy, the rock for this team and the rock for this offense. That's a swing and a miss on a 4-seam fastball for strike 3. Manoah's got 8 Ks. Wow, okay, here's Michael Harris. 2 down in the 4th inning. Walks his first time up. And let's see, with Manoah had already 66 pitches here. Let's see what happens with this at bat. First pitch to Harris is a swing and a drive to straightaway center field. Oh man, the left and the right and the center fielders converge. They can't get it. It's over the wall and gone. Michael Harris. Only his 3rd dinger of his major league career. But a home run here on opening day. 3-1. Nashville goes out on top. I mean, they were in front already, but the lead increased with a swing and a drive by Michael Harris. Man, that ball was crushed. A no doubt home run for Michael Harris. 414 on the distance. That ball was mashed longer than the Mike Trout home run. Wow, so here's Max Kepler. And the 2nd straight inning that he's had over 23 pitches. I mean, at least 23 pitches. And yeah, that pitch count is at 77 already probably can only go a couple more frames if he can get out of this inning quickly here. Line drive! Wow, caught and speared by the first baseman. I don't know if Yuli Gurriel is actually playing first for this team. Oh, no, that was probably Matt Duffy there at first base. Oh, no, Matt Duffy is playing shortstop, I think. I don't know who's playing first base. I think Yuli Gurriel is the DH, but I could be wrong about that. But either way, Matt Duffy is up now again for his second at-bat. Had that RBI ground out his first time up. So making an impact already. Top of the fifth here against Kershaw. And there's a swing, and there's a ground ball. And that's a base hit into the gap. And the fourth one against Kershaw. The first one for the first one. Oh, my goodness. Blanked on his name. Wow. From Matt Duffy. Wow. Okay, I'm sorry about that. That's an out there at second base. Matt Duffy throwing out at second. But, yeah, the first hit of Matt Duffy's career here in Columbus. So, 2 down in the inning for Yuli Gurriel. 1 for 2 on the day. And Yuli Gurriel's going to swing and drive this ball. It's going to get past Schwarber in left field and to the wall. And all the way from first base scores the runner. And RBI double for Yuli Gurriel. Man, and another new signing making a big swing for on this season here on opening day. And yeah, that ball was hit in the perfect spot, and really no way that you could see Kyle Schwarber getting to that ball. And now there's a drive, and that ball's fair down the line as Trey Turner is going to bring home Yuli Gurriel to tie the game. 3-3 here in the fifth inning, and Trey Turner, he's got his mega contract, and he is delivering on it already here on this season. He's got 2 hits and an RBI now. Here's Randy Arozarena looking to keep this party going, but he pops it up in the infield, and there is that is Santiago Espinal playing short, making the play there, making the catch, and ending the inning. But Columbus, they got like 3 hits, I think, at least off of Kershaw in that inning, and 2 runs to tie the game. Well, here's Manny Pena. Manny Pena's going to swing, drive this ball to left, and that one's over the glove of the left fielder, and I can't remember who that is out there on left. Corbin Carroll's their center fielder. Helder Ramirez might be their right fielder. They also have that is Yuli Gurriel at first base, right? That has to be him, I think. Wow, okay, they have Randy Arozarena out there. Randy Arozarena is either on left or right field, I don't know which one. But anyway, 2 on, nobody out here for J.D. Davis. So I'm not really paying attention to the game. J.D. Davis is going to swing and crush this ball to right field, and that one is gone! J.D. Davis launching a 3-run homer for his first of the year, and a massive swing to put the Stars ahead 6-3. Man, he likes 3-run home runs. He had like 3 of them in the playoffs, and I mean, it seems like a lot of the times that we played with him, he launches a no-down homer. Wow, that's his first one of the season, and that's a big swing there. 383 on the distance. Yeah, I mean, the left fielder did not even move to attempt to get that ball. That was halfway up the row there in the first row of seating there in left. So here comes Yusei Kikuchi now out of the bullpen, and as a starter last year for Columbus, wasn't that great. I mean, that's a high ERA there, over 5. But here's Mike Trout, and he's going to swing and miss at a cutter. You got to watch out for him. Obviously, he just hit that home run last inning. But that was a brilliant pitch there by Yusei Kikuchi. And we're going to look at this pitch sequence here. Circle change, a cutter, another circle change, another cutter. Just kind of changing up every other pitch here, and finishes the at-bat off with 2 cutters. Yeah, I mean, 6 runs allowed, by the way, for Alek Manoah. Not an amazing opening day start for him, as that's a swing and a miss now on Kyle Schwarber. So Kikuchi has got 2 Ks since entering the game out of the bullpen here in this 5th inning. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. And a 2-2 is a pop-up down on the first base line. And whoever that is, making the play there. I believe that has to be Yuli Gurriel. I don't know. I mean, you guys can go back to this team's lineup, and you can actually see who the DH is and who everybody is in their positions, because I didn't pay enough attention to that, apparently. But, man, we go to the 5th inning, and we're halfway home in this game, and the Stars ahead 6-3 off of that home run by J.D. Davis. But here's Harold Ramirez back up again. He's 0 for 2 on the night, and he takes a slider down low for ball 3. You know, I mean, Clayton Kershaw, maybe not the best of opening day starts. He would like to pitch a little bit better, but still could be in line for the win right now. There's a line drive. That one's over the glove of Goldschmidt into first base and to the wall. So there's an extra base hit for Harold Ramirez. He's in his second base with a double. That's his first hit of the year. And a man in scoring position for Jonathan Davis. 0 for 1, got hit by a pitch earlier in the game, and Jonathan Davis is going to ground it to Espinal. That's going to move up Ramirez to third base now with 1 out. So a productive out, at least, for Jonathan Davis there. Down the man 90 feet away from scoring. And here's Gleyber Torres. 1 for 2 on the night. There's a ground ball to first base. And coming home is Harold Ramirez. Scoring is Harold Ramirez, as that's an RBI for... that is an RBI for the guy who was just at the plate, who I blanking on his name right now. Matt Duffy is at the plate again for his 3rd at-bat of the night. And that's a changeup. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. Wow, nice pitch there. And a run for the Columbus Cardinals. But they still trail by 2 as we go to the bottom of the 6th. And here's Michael Harris. Had that big home run earlier in the game. He has also walked. 3rd time out the plate, 1 for 1. Solid start to your season here. He's going to drive this ball into left field. And whoever that left fielder is, I think it's Ramirez, is at the wall. And that ball is gone! Oh, man, Michael Harris with his 2nd home run of the game. That's how many he had all of his time in the majors last season. And what an impact the rookie is making on his first day on the opening day roster. Wow, 2 home runs, 2 RBIs, and 4 now in his career. Not a no-doubter to center field, but still 352 on the distance. Ball that is crushed, and Nashville is back up by 3. So they get that run that they gave up in the 5th inning right back. We're in the top half of this inning right back. And Kikuchi here kind of struggling right now. He's got 2 men on and nobody out. That's the first out of the inning. And Cutter swung on and missed for strike 1. But, man, Kikuchi's got to get out of this frame here. What can he do? And Lindor is at the plate. 0 for 2 with a walk and a run. This is his 4th at-bat of the game already. And he's going to pop this one up. An infield fly rule, so that's an automatic out. And there he is, 2 down in the inning. Yes, that is Yuli Gurriel. That is definitely him for sure. Okay. I don't... Maybe Harold Ramirez is this team's DH, actually, now that I think about it. There's a line drive. That ball is caught because that's actually Jonathan Davis out there. Or maybe that is Randy Arozarena in right field. That's probably Randy Arozarena on right field. Man, maybe Jonathan Davis is the DH? I don't know, guys. I really don't. But anyway, what I do know is 2 home runs is really impressive by the rookie Michael Harris. That's for sure. Noel Ramirez comes onto the bullpen, and he actually had a really good season overall last year. 61 innings at 3.65 ERA, 1.31 WHIP. Here's Yuli Gurriel. He's had a good day, and he's going to add on to it here. Looks like that ball's down and into the gap. And Yuli Gurriel is going to have his 2nd extra base hit of the game. And his 3rd hit of the night overall. Wow, okay. Good opening day. Good first impression here in Columbus. 3-2 to Trey Turner. Trey Turner's had a good day, but that's a line drive. It's right to Michael Harris in right field, and the catch is made to end at the top of the 7th. Stretch time in Nashville. They're up 3 runs. 2 outs in the inning. And here's Michael Harris again, his 4th at bat. It's a pop-up. You're not going to bat 1,000 for the whole season. And that's the end of the 7th inning. Still a really good day, though, for the rookie. But that ends the 7th inning. A run given up in this game by Kikuchi, but he has pitched pretty effectively. The run, or the lead, is still at 3. Here's Tyler Duffy making his first appearance for the Nashville Stars. 33.2 innings last year, 1.87 ERA and 1.1 WHIP. Those are impressive numbers there. 28 holds in total for him. Here now is Harold Ramirez. Line drive, and that ball is down, and that ball is going to roll near the wall and actually going to bounce off of it. So that's going to be a double for Harold Ramirez, and that's his 2nd of the game as well. So, okay, Ohio's getting a good amount of hits against what I see as an improved pitching staff in Nashville right now. There's Jonathan Davis. He is 0 for 2. He does have a productive out today. That's a ground ball. That one gets through. Jonathan Davis is going to score the runner as safe as Ramirez, and he moves to second base. Wow, good hit there by Jonathan Davis, and another run for Columbus. They make it a 2-run game here in the 8th. We're in the 8th inning now. Or maybe we're in the 7th still. No, we're in the 8th inning. I was right the first time. 5-7 here in the 8th. Now Duffy is going to fly this ball in shallow center. Trout on the move. Trout making the catch and ending the top of the 8th. But a run for Columbus here, and the Cardinals trailing by 2. They need a hold here and keep this lead right where it's at when you face Dustin May, or not Dustin May, but when you face Trevor May in the 9th inning. So that's the goal. Let's see how they accomplish it. Here's Manny Pena, and he is going to get a swing and a miss there, and that was another inning for Kikuchi, who ends up pitching like 4 innings, I think, and allows 1 run. Not too bad. He did his job pretty effectively. And now Columbus has got to scrap 2 runs together against Trevor May, who was up there for reliever of the year voting. He didn't actually win it. That went to Edwin Diaz, but 56.1 innings, 51 saves. That was the 2nd most in baseball, and a 2.72 ERA. He was fantastic. He actually might have had the most saves in the, at least the National League. I know David Bednar had the most in baseball, but either way, he was unbelievable last year, and he's looking to get save number 1 here on opening day in 2023, and he gets 1 out off of Jacob Stallings immediately. Here are 4 pitches into the 9th. So here's Corbin Carroll, and I haven't said his name since the 1st inning. He does not have a hit tonight. 0 for 4 on the day. Good job, good time to get on base, and you get on base, you do it the hard way, I guess. That is a hit by pitch, and you set up Rudy Gurriel, who's got 2 doubles, a single, and an RBI in this game, so certainly had himself a day. But he's in a swing and miss on a slider. Wow, that was a huge pitch by Trevor May, and a massive strikeout. Man, that was huge. Here's Trey Turner at the plate. He's 2 for 4 with an RBI, and he's going to swing through that fastball. The count moving to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Turner's the tying run at the plate here. Another 2-2. That one misses. A 4-seamer inside. So the count is full now. Man, oh man, big pitch to Trey Turner right here. Full count, 2 out of the 9th inning. Here it comes. It's a fly ball. It's deep. Schwarber looks like he's there. Underneath it and makes the play to end the game. Nashville closing the door on Columbus, and they win their season opener. They start the season 1-0, a 7-5 victory, and a good offensive showcase for both of these teams. Really, in this one, 10 hits for the Cardinals, but they fall short on opening day here to Nashville, who keeps their momentum up, and they are hungry. They're looking to get right back to the World Series, and they're looking to win it this year. So we'll see if they can do that. But that guy's going to be probably a big part of it there. And he had a great day today. 2 for 2, or 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs. J.D. Davis had a monster 3-run home run. That was the go-ahead bomb. And that ended up being enough for the Stars to hold on and win it. They did add another run later on in the game. But the Stars winning their season opener. Clayton Kershaw, his first win here as a Nashville Star. Maybe not the most exceptional of actual performances for him. I know he would tell you he should have pitched better today, but still gets the win, and Nashville closing the door. So there's a look at what Columbus did in this game, and only Jacob Stallings and Corbin Carroll did not have a hit today for Columbus. 3 for 5 was Gurriel, had a great day, his first day as a Columbus Cardinal. Trey Turner, 2 for 5 with an RBI. Rosarena actually did not have a hit as well. But Ramirez was 2 for 4. Davis, 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. Gleyber Torres, okay, that was a name I forgot there. Gleyber Torres is the DH. Okay. But anyway, Turner, Gurriel, Ramirez, that is 5 doubles in total. Torres, an RBI, Turner, Gurriel, Davis, and Duffy. So spread out. Manoah, 4 innings for him. Had an amazing start for Manoah there. But then you go to Nashville. You had Lindor, who was 0 for 3. J.D. Davis, 1 for 3 with that home run. Mike Trout, 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Kyle Schwarber, 0 for 3. Goldschmidt, 0 for 4. And Harris there had the biggest day of the night. 2 home runs, 2 RBIs. And Davis had 3 RBIs. Trout had 2. So all the runs in this game scored by Nashville was off of the long ball. There's Clayton Kershaw's first start. It wasn't amazing. It wasn't terrible either. I mean, 6 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, 4 strikeouts. So, could have pitched better, but I think he's going to have a good year here. And Nashville, Ramirez, Duffy, and May closing the door. Duffy did give up a run, but besides that, bullpen was good in this one for Nashville. So, okay, that is going to do it for me, guys. This opening day episode, and I'll see how much episodes I can get out during this time. I mean, with the internship and everything, I am going to be pretty busy, so I don't know how consistent I can be with editing and recording, but I will try to be consistent, remain at least 1 video per week for you. And, NCAA football is right around the corner. Of course, I'm going to have a series on the channel when that game comes out. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Hope you all are having a great summer so far, like me, if you're not, if you're in school or whatever. But either way, I hope this season is treating you well. You're enjoying the warm weather. And I will talk to you guys next time. And remember to subscribe to the channel again. You've been listening to Lucas from Mars. Have a great day, everybody. And God bless.